So hopefully all of you feel pretty comfortable with the foiling method. It's one of the easier tasks to do when we're working our way up to writing quadratics in vertex form. Because remember, that is the end goal for the day, is to be able to write a quadratic in vertex form. But before we do, let's review one more thing, and that is how to complete a square and how to factor it. So that's what we do on part B. Now I'm going to skip number 1 because there's only one blank there. I want to go to one that has 2 blanks. So let's go ahead and look at number 2 of your worksheet. Now you still need to do number 1, but I'm going to work through number 2 just to give you an example of what I expect on numbers 3 through 6. So number 2 says x squared plus 14x. And then it says plus blank, and I'll do that in red, plus blank is equal to x plus blank squared. So this was just one step that we had in the completing the square process that we've been studying for the past 2 class periods. So basically what this is asking, what do you need to add in this first blank to complete the square? And then what do I need to add right here to factor this expression after I have completed the square? So what do you think? What needs to go in this first blank? So remember, what goes in the first blank when I'm wanting to complete the square is I first identify the coefficient of my x term. Well, really I should say the coefficient of the non-squared variable term, because this could easily be y squared and a y, or this could be a squared and a. So really I should say find the coefficient of the term that has a variable that is not being squared. So right here we have an x to the 1, so this is the one, or the term that is not being squared, and I identify that coefficient. Here, this is my coefficient, so 14 is my coefficient. Now, what do I want to do with this to find what I need to add right here to complete the square? So hopefully you remember, we need to take that coefficient, half it, and then square it. So if I want to half 14, I divide it by 2, or multiply it by 1/2, and then I square it. So 14 divided by 2, that's going to give me 7, and then I square it, and then of course 7 times 7, that's equal to 49. So this 49 is what I want to add in this blank to complete the square. So add 49 to complete the square. Now the next question is, if I want to factor this expression after completing the square, if I want to factor this. Now remember, this trick only works when we are completing the square. It does not work when we are factoring quadratics using the other method, the grouping technique, where we did a times c, and then we asked ourselves what 2 numbers can be multiplied together to give us a times c, but be combined in some way to give us the 14. This is a different technique, and this trick only works for this specific technique. So what do you think? What do we need to put in this blank to factor this expression? So hopefully you were able to say that we need to add a 7 here in order to factor that expression. Now, how did I get that? You see, this number came from halving the coefficient of x and then squaring it, whereas this came from just halving that coefficient. So what does that look like? So 14 divided by 2, that's just equal to 7. So I half that coefficient to get 7, and that goes in this blank, and then I square that. I square 7 to get the number that goes in this blank to complete the square. And that's it. So just to clarify, we have completed the square here, and we factored it. That is, we've rewritten this entire expression like this. And every time that you complete the square, you're going to have something that looks like this. So go ahead and try to work through problem 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your worksheet, and please ask if you have any questions.